All right, you got 1 minute. And then we're on our bell work. Beverly, do you see where you're sitting from? You're opposite Emma. Matthew, honey, you're up here. You're opposite here where Matthew is, and Matthew, you're up here. All right, while you're finding your seats, please get your packets out from yesterday. You need the article and you need your graphic organizer. If you gave it to me yesterday, I went ahead and put it on your desk.
Good morning, Gaddis Middle School. Can I have your attention, please, for your morning announcement? At this time, please stand for the pledge.
All right, up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, let's pause for a moment of silence.
All right, we are logging into Study Sync and getting out our assignments.
Thank you. You may be seated.
You had your mornings.
Frankie Bella Boche will meet tomorrow in the chorus room from 3:30 until 4:45. All faculty, staff, and students are reminded the library is closed today for our retiree lunches. Today we welcome back all former teachers and staff that retired from Gaddis Middle School. We will welcome them back today with a lunch in the media center. The media center will reopen for Game Club today at 3:30. Don't forget, Teacher of the Month voting is available now for November's Teacher of the Month. The teacher character trait of engaging, which means to create a learning environment that captures your attention and holds it, sparks your curiosity, and creates interest in what you're learning. Canteen will be open during all grade level lunches this Friday. You must have cash in order to participate. The main office is not able to receive money from parents to hold it for students, so please make sure you bring cash with you on Friday. You must have cash to go to the canteen. Students are not allowed to go to the canteen with a friend without cash, and then use that one to cash at the canteen. So bring your own, and let's enjoy a treat on Friday. On Thursdays, we wear green. Make sure we continue to do that, and it shows our breaker spirit. Our 7th grade beta club meets this Friday in the auditorium from 3:30 until 4:30. Frozen Junior cast members, you are reminded there is no practice today. If you are in Frozen Junior and do not have a way home today, please make sure you let your teachers know so we can assist you with that. In sports actions, we'd like to congratulate our students that are part of the Easley High School varsity cheer competition team in their performance last night in the Region 2 5A state qualifiers at Spring Valley High School. You represented GMS in class, and we're pride and we're proud of you in the season you have had. On behalf of all faculty and staff, I'd like to wish happy birthday today to Bryson Sue and Ada Nelson. Happy birthday, students. Thank you for your attention, and make it a great day.
All right, we should be logged into Study Sync right now. We are going to first read. Good job. And I want you to spend a couple minutes reading over the vocabulary words. So pull up your study assignment. Files first read.
I just had to restart my Chromebook, so I'm just not getting on it.
Okay, thank you for the update. Read through the words and then we're going to discuss them. I want you to think about how these words might apply to Simone Biles in gymnastics. And then what we're going to do today is we are going to read the actual article, which I'm excited about. We've been talking about it forever. Now we get to read it. Yes, ma'am. So, hold on. We're on Simone Biles. No Dream Too High. So it'll be first read, No Dream Too High. Flesh and Blood So Cheap was last week. Remember we do McGraw Hill? And then we go on. So this is my last thing. Click on that. Good job, Helen.
I smell sand.
And that's going to be all resolved.
I smell those so much.
All right, read through the vocabulary. We've got 5 minutes, and then we're going to discuss it. That's the social idea one. Can you go back up and go to first read? I'll be there right there, buddy. Yes, sir. Can you, yes, sir, sorry. This one right here, first read, No Dream Too High. So it's first, that's it.
First read, No Dream Too High.
And when we're reading through our vocabulary, we're reading to them trying to figure out how would we use them if we were to talk about Simone Biles or if we were to talk about gymnastics. We're try to predict how might we see these words in the passage that we are reading. You're just waiting on Grant. Very good. I appreciate you guys so much yesterday. We had a lot of changes going on, and you guys did a phenomenal job. See if you can read through those words and definitions and think about how you might use them. About 30 more seconds, and then we're going to talk about these words. I'll be honest, my 6th grade kids are getting theirs today, because I can forget what to do. But he's the one that will have them, okay? Alright. Trevor, I may need your help seeing this. We're gonna go through these. I'm gonna give you 1 minute, and I want this group, your word is elite. This group right here with Matthew, Abby, Joelle, and Trent, your word is execution. Ryland's word is finesse. Bentley, your group's word is fundamental. And Ari, your group's word is invest. I'm going to give you a minute, and I want you to talk about how you might use that word when we're talking about either Simone Biles or gymnastics. Yes, ma'am. Alright. How do you say it?
I know it's silent. Simone Biles is best
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles is like, I could beat her. I could jump 9 feet in the air.
Very good. Right, and execution means the way because that means that it in his face. Okay? So we share it, do you want to be the one to share
She's
that?
been doing it for 22 years. So she definitely invested time in it.
Alright. Ready?
Simone Biles invested time into her gymnastics career.
Very good. Simone Biles invested time in her gymnastics career. I had a great sentence up here. Trent, what was your sentence for execution?
She got more points
elite gymnast. So does that mean she's one of the best or not so good? One of the best. All right, JC May, what did your group come up with?
Simone Biles moved with finesse.
Good. So she moved with finesse. Does that mean she was graceful or does that mean she was clumsy? Graceful. Very good. All right, Bentley, what did your group come up with? Okay. What word did you guys have? Maybe we can help you. Did you have fundamental? Was that your word? All right. What does fundamental mean?
Fundamental.
Who can read for me off of the page? Caden? The basics, right? So what would be something that's fundamental in gymnastics? Uh-huh. Good, an easy trick. Do you think that it would be fundamental in gymnastics that you can do a split? Yeah, do you think that's one of the basic things you have to do? Do you think in gymnastics it would be fundamental that you have to be able to balance on the balance beam without falling off? Okay, so those would be the basics. Right? We've got a couple more words left. We have resolute. Resolute. Who can tell me what resolute means? Let's read the definition. Madeline, what does resolute mean?
Having characterized by a decided purpose.
Good, you're characterized by a decided purpose. We said it means that you're very determined and you're not going to give up. What could we say about Simone Biles if we were going to use the word resolute? What could we say about Simone Biles if we use the word resolute? Kennedy?
That she's very resolute about gymnastics.
Good, she's very resolute about gymnastics. So, Kirby, if she's resolute, does that mean she gives up easily? No, good, that means she keeps going, right? And our final word is rigor. What does rigor mean, Zoe? Good, a condition that makes something difficult or unpleasant. What do you think would be something in gymnastics that would give it rigor? What is something that would make it difficult or unpleasant? Huh? Now losing would be unpleasant. Does that make it difficult? What's a trick in gymnastics, or what makes gymnastics hard and rigorous?
Flexibility.
Flexibility is hard. Do you think they have to train hard?
Yep.
Yes. All right. Good job with these words. So as we read today I'm excited. We're going to actually read the article today, which I'm really, really excited about because we've been talking about it forever, and there's so many questions I have about her that I think the article is going to answer for us. And we're going to read in groups. As we read, I want you to try to find the vocabulary words and now try to understand, okay, that's how they're used in the story. Let me wait for this to pull up. Raise your hand if you were involved in the Veterans Day program yesterday. All right, everyone, let's give them a hand. Did y'all think it was a good ceremony? Yes, yes. I've been here 8 years, and it was honestly the best one I've ever seen.
That's what I heard when I was on
It
TV.
it was phenomenal, and not just the singing, the orchestra, the band. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And not only that, but those of you that were in attendance, it was the best behavior that we've seen by this school. So great job. We really appreciate you guys. I also want to thank you guys. You guys had a little bit of a different schedule yesterday, and I want to thank you for adapting well to it. You also adapted well to having different teaching and different teachers in the room, so we just appreciate you guys so much. Today, we're going to continue with our standards, where we are looking at comparing two or more central ideas within an informational text. So when we read today, we're going to work on finding what is the central idea of the text. Then at the end, we're going to summarize and paraphrase the text to make sure we understand it. Right? So if we can summarize something, we know that we understand it. Right? So today, let's read these together so we know what our goals are for today. So everyone look up here on the count of 3. We're going to read this out loud so we know what we're going to do by the end of the day today. All right, so 1, 2, 3. The student will identify key details in each section of a passage. So when we read today, what are we going to identify?
Key details.
Key details, very good. Alright, second sentence, 1, 2, 3. The student will synthesize those details to construct central ideas for each section. What does synthesize mean? Caden? What? It is kind of like to analyze. It means that we put them together. So do you remember yesterday when we put the details together and we said, what do they have in common? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put them together and say, what do they have in common? And what they have in common will be our central idea. Right? And the third one, we're gonna read it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The student will use the central ideas to summarize the passage. When you summarize something, do you take a long time to do it, or do you do it very shortly? Very shortly. Please do it shortly. I don't want to read 10 sentences of a summary. I'd like to see it in like 3 or 4. All right. Today we're going to read the article. I want everyone to get out the article from yesterday and hold it up so that I know you have it. Okay. Good job. We should have 2 packets. Trent, I've got yours up here. I'll get your notebook if you need it. Alright, and close your notebooks. We're done with our notebooks for today. We are going to focus on writing today. Let me know if you see it. There's a lot of black notebooks. I always get confused which one is yours.
For second period? Well, I can't wait to go.
What?
Spanish class, bro.
We're gonna take one part. And then we take one back. I realize that it's gonna be hard for you guys to get back.
So she can. Get your phones in front.
Alright, so we have, good job. And then we have the passage. Alright, we are going to, Miss Aiken, if you can make sure everyone has one of each. I'm gonna kind of explain what to do. So Miss Aiken's gonna go around and help make sure we all have the packets. If we don't, she's gonna help you, but I want everyone to look up here so I can explain how we will do this. We're gonna read this passage together and we're gonna read it with our reading partners. Okay. When we read, Brady, when we read, this is not like our fluency test. We're not gonna read it super fast. Okay? Our first reading partner will read a paragraph, then the second person will read a paragraph. But before we get started, I want to remind you of our rules when we read with partners. First rule is we do not make fun of anyone when they're reading. Right? They mispronounce a word. We do not make fun of them because we know we're going to mispronounce a word. If your partner struggles with pronouncing a word, we use our key words, which are sounded out, to help them sound the word out. If neither of us know the word, we raise our hands, and Miss Aiken or I will come by and help. Okay? So those 3 words. No making fun of someone. If we can't sound out, if a partner can't sound out a word, we say sound it out to help them. If we still don't know, then we are going to ask for help. Alright? So we're going to work on filling out our key detail chart. So I love how Trent is already on the right page and so is Matthew. We're gonna go to this page in our graphic organizer. So Matthew is set up, he has the article on his desk and he has the bigger one, the second big one. The second big one. You can use either one, really. Yes, sir. That's the article, and then this is your chart that we need. Our chart? Alright, up here on the board, I have one side of the chart. vastly different. We're going to fill out one of these bubbles together so that we can learn how to do this. So everyone give me a thumbs up on your desk when we feel like we are situated and ready to listen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That's it. Good job. Thumbs up. We're good? Okay. Let's read the first paragraph in our passage. So we're going to find paragraph number 1. And go to paragraph number 1. And I want everyone to put your finger on the page so I know that you are following along with me. So can we put our finger on paragraph number 1 so I know that we're following along? There you go, Ari. Alright. All right, paragraph 1, let's read it together. Follow along with your finger. October 2013. The floor routine was all that stood between Simone Biles and her first all-around world championship. Send it to Miss Aiken. Biles smiled from ear to ear, revealing her braces. She was 16 years old. She sprinted across the mat, effortlessly completing 2 somersaults and 2 twists in 1 leap, a double-double in gymnastics terms. She danced her way to another corner, tilted her chin up, and launched into something no one had ever seen before this event. Biles soared through the air, flipped twice, and landed on her feet face forward. The announcers on NBC described it as a double layout with a half twist. The crowd knew it as something else, the Biles, a maneuver so exceptional that it was named after her. It was her first major international competition, and Biles had crushed the rest of the field, largely because of a move she had created. All right, let's look up here. Raise your hand. Look back through it. What do we think is the key detail in this? All right. So if I'm looking for a key detail, I'm thinking, what do I think is the most important detail in this paragraph? Right? I know she's a gymnast, and I know she's really good. What do I think is the most important thing that I could read? She had a maneuver named after her. That's a really good one. Kennedy, what would you think? She was at the World Championships. Very good. All right. So I'm going to write up here. Now, don't write on your paper. I want you to look what I'm going to write it and where I'm going to write it. So I'm going to write right here. She, oops, still getting used to this Chromebook. She was in her first all-around world championship. All right. So I'm going to put she was in the world championship. Okay. And then I think it is important that she had a move named after herself. So she had a move named after her. I don't have to fill out this whole section because I know I have another paragraph. So I'm gonna wait. I really want only 1, maybe 2 details from each paragraph. Okay, so we're not gonna pull a bunch of details from 1 paragraph. All right, so how many details per paragraph? 1 or 2. All right, how many details per paragraph? 1 or 2. Do we have 3 details in a paragraph? No. All right, can we all say it together so I make sure we're paying attention? How many details in a paragraph? 1 or 2. All right. Now, everyone turn the page. We're going to go to the next paragraph. So let's go to the next paragraph. I'm just doing it 2 or 3 times. marks Simone Biles' arrival on the elite gymnastics scene. Oops, there's one of my vocab words. What does elite mean? One of the very best. Good. 4 years later, her accolades include 3 all-around world championships and 4 gold medals and 1 bronze at the 2016 Olympics. As Olympics teammate Allie Raceman told The New Yorker, Simone is just in her own league. Whoever gets second place, that's the real winner. Biles is a once-in-a-generation athlete with limitless talent and strong dedication to her sport. She is a gymnast like no other. All right, what do I think is a key detail in this paragraph? And I want it to be something that I think is the most important thing that they mentioned. What do we think is one of the most important things in this paragraph? Caden? Good. The real winner is the one who gets second place. What do you think that means? When she said the real winner is whoever gets second place. What? Say again? Well, it could mean the judge could be biased. What else do you think it might mean?
Simone Biles is in a whole other league to the point where literally nobody can beat her.
Absolutely. She's in this whole other league that no one can beat her. So when people go into the Olympics, they're just like, well, we know Simone's going to get first place. Let's see who gets second place, right? That's the real winner. We're just going to forget about even trying for first place. So what does this tell us about her? What's a key detail we've learned about her, River? She is passionate. Now, is that an inference or does it say she's passionate in here? That's an inference. It's a wonderful inference. Do we do inferences with key details? No, okay. So I want you to save that for when we do our central ideas. Okay, that's where we will use that. So our detail, though, says she is what? Elite. Very good. So we're going to write that down. She is elite.
Do you want them writing like they're writing?
Not on this one. We're going to do it on there. They're going to do it for the next 4 sections.
Thank you.
Now, I also think it's important that did she win a lot of medals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's important?
Yeah.
I think that's very important because it shows me why she's elite. So I'm going to write here, she won a lot of medals. Right. So I'm now at the end of that section. How do I know I'm at the end of that section? What do I see before I get to paragraph 3?
Beginning.
And what do we call where we see the word beginnings? A subheading or a subtitle, right? So that lets us know we're in another section. So that lets me know I am ready to say what is the central idea of this section. So when I'm looking at the central idea, I'm going to try to figure out what do these have in common, right? So what do we think? What do these things have in common? She was at World Championships. She had a move named after her. She's an elite athlete, and she won a lot of medals. What can we infer? What would be something that all of these details have in common? Bentley? She's probably one of the best. I agree. I think that's a great one. Kaden, do you have anything else to add? What? She's probably really determined. Okay. So I'm going to put in our central idea, she is one of the best gymnasts because she is determined. Yes. in your pairs, you're number 1, Zoe's number 1, Emma's number 1, Caden's number 1, Madeline's number 1, Gael's number 1, Kennedy's number 1. You're gonna be a group of 3 since Grant's not here. Abby's number 1 and Trent's number 1. Alright? Once you read your first paragraph, Abby, can we look at me so I know we're paying attention? Then we're gonna stop, and reader number 2 is gonna read the same paragraph. Okay? So it says reader 1 reads paragraph 3, then reader 2 will read the same paragraph. And after you read, you will discuss a key idea from that paragraph. Then you and your partner will write that key idea on the lines in your graphic organizer. Okay? Does that make sense? I want you to listen, yes, but listen while they read, and then when you discuss it, I want you to discuss it with them, so you have someone to help you discuss, okay? Alright, if you're reader number 1, raise your hand. Alright, so we know you're reader number 1, right? Okay. Reader number 1, right? Okay. I think we can read this paragraph in about a minute, so I'm gonna set a timer. When I say go, reader number 1 is going to read paragraph number 3. Alright? Ready? And go.
Bentley!
Beatles. When she was her daycare and outdoor field trips Biles told ESPN at massive time because of very
We're not in some bad weather, so no Biles might never become a gymnast at all. When she was 6 years old, her daycare.
Alright, did everyone get to finish? Get to finish? Alright, now reader 2. Reader 2 is going to read the same paragraph to make sure we really understand what we're reading. Alright? So reader number 2, raise your hand. Alright, when I say go, we're going to start reading after you go. Alright, ready and go.
We're not in some bad weather, so no Biles might never have become a gymnast at all. When she was 6 years old, her daycare. Energetic girl, she was carrying more difficult up the stairs. This attracted the attention of attendants after she rolled
She likes finesse, sound, but sometimes she was bossy and stuff. She was bossy and stuff. During the year, Biles was developing and she was elite athletes. Sport gymnasts was also changing. In the past, gymnastics was often more about finesse and power. In the various competitions, looking it were graded on a 10-point scale. 3 times the winner of the event was score a perfect 10. That changed in 2006 when the point system split into 2. An execution score by difficulty score is execution.
Alright, now I'm going to give you a minute and I want you to talk with your partner.
We're already on the next page.
Can we remember that we don't blurt out and we raise our hand if we want to speak, okay? I want you to talk with your partner and I want you to discuss what is a key detail and I want you to write that key detail in the lines next to your first bubble. So Ari, good job reading, but can we now go back and write a key detail? Alright, I'm going to give you a minute to discuss and write something down. So what do we think of? What was something that was important in that? Carry out the
we're 7'6".
Victor Wembanyama's about to be 7'6".
Imagine they swap your height.
Yeah. Oh no, he's still young.
Imagine they swap.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine this one.
Alright, what did you guys come up with? What do you think? What?
The weather's reason to change it. We only have to do one hour.
Alright, so what were some things we came up with back here? What was the group that you came up with in that first little paragraph? She was very energetic. What did you guys come up with? But she got very lucky to be a gymnast, right? If it had not rained that day and they had not gone to the gym, would she be here today? No. Right, what did you guys come up with?
She was capable of copying a more difficult moves.
Very good. She was capable of copying a lot of more difficult moves. Alright, what did you guys come up with? You want to say it to me and then I'll read it out loud? Good. She got noticed when she was 6 years old. And if you have any siblings that are 6 years old? Yeah. Alright, could you imagine them being noticed at that age and say, wow, they could be an international gymnast? That's crazy. Alright, now, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do it with paragraph number 4. Alright, so when I say go, we're going to read paragraph number 4, reader number 1. Are you ready? Alright, ready and go.
Like anyone starting out at a new sport, Lyle struggled
Okay.
physically.
Now, you guys are probably capable of moving in the head. Do you think we can move ahead? Okay, so here's what I want you to do. As you read, I want you to fill out one bubble for each section. Okay? So, Ari, can you listen? Because you're very good at working ahead, and I want to show you how to do it. Okay. I want you to fill out key details. Each bubble in your chart should only be for one section, and there's 4 sections. So read until you get to another subheading. Alright, so this one has like 5 paragraphs, right? And when you get to another subheading, you're going to try to write key details and then write your main idea right here. Does that make sense? Okay. Can you guys raise your hand and let me know when you're finished reading the first section?
So we read all of this, and then whenever we get to another step.
Yeah, so you're going to start here at 3, and you guys are going to read all the way to the end of paragraph 7. And when you get there, can you raise your hand and let me know? Can you do that for me too, Ari? Read the paragraph 7 and then let me know.
Like anyone starting out in new sport, Lyle struggled with.
Alright. Now, reader number 2 is going to read paragraph 3. Alright? Reader number 2 says Matthew 4. Did I count wrong? This is why I teach English and not math. Alright. So I'm glad that you guys realized that I was on the wrong paragraph. Alright, on your mark, get set, go. Yes. That word says repertoire. Repertoire is like all the tricks that you have available that you can choose from. So she may be, okay, I can do a backflip, I can do a handstand, I can do a twist, and then she's going to pick one of them that she can do, okay?
To yourself, lack finance. By the time By the time Lyle was 16, though, she was able to pick up lots of stuff. During the years, Lyle
Stop saying my name,
Alright, so I'm going to give you a minute, and I want you to discuss with your partner what is a key detail from paragraph 4.
The sport of gymnastics was also changing in the past. Gymnastics was born about 5 years.
So when we talk, and that's good, so let's talk about those fundamentals. Did you have fundamentals when you get there?
Were graded on a 10.
In which you did you have a lot
Many
of
times, the winners of a
so let's write that down. If you need more
was
space,
4 and a
and
perfect
she
10.
did not have fun.
That changed in 2006 when the boys
right here, so you can go
split
in.
into two and execution.
So she
And a Oh, it's still out of 10 points and is awarded based on how well it is
You gotta finish your hand real quick. Alright. Okay, I think then what we're gonna do is look at our chart.
awards additional
Alright, what key needs to be noticed so far?
Score added by
She is very energetic.
because the routine that she performed are more challenging than what other gymnastics attempted. For example, prior to her before routine, all the routine
Can you write that for me right here?
she was actually in second place behind the other.
Alright, let's share some things we got from paragraph 4. What are some things, Kirby?
Was more difficult to go around the when Doc finished.
Good, she wasn't always flexible.
Vile's natural talent.
Good, she struggled with fundamentals and did not have finesse.
Or lack.
You got similar to Kirby? Alright, I love what you guys are doing. How many of you noticed those vocabulary words right away? Good, now that we know what they are, we know what that means, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue with this process, and I want you to read with your partner the rest of section 1. It means you're gonna read to paragraph 7, and then discuss key details in that passage. Can we do that? Yes? Okay. I'm gonna set the timer for 6 minutes, and I want you to try to get through the first section. Each time, partner 1 will read a paragraph, partner 2 will read the second paragraph. You will talk about it, and then you will do the same with the next paragraph. Put your thumbs up if that makes sense. Yes? Alright, I'm gonna let you move. Some groups are ready to move on, so we're gonna move at our own pace with our own groups, okay? Alright. So we are paragraph 5, right? Alright. Alright, so what do you think is some of the most important things you got out of this section?
Like you mostly talked about her like the beginnings of how she came up and stuff.
Okay.
How she like didn't have finance.
So can we write that down right here? So we're gonna write she didn't have finesse. How old was she when she did? 6. So did she start at a young age or an old age? Okay, so let's write that down. She started at a young age. Didn't have finesse or fundamentals.
Wait, where?
Oh, we're gonna do it. Alright, honey, where are we at? Okay, can you lead your group and keep going?
Wait, she didn't.
Oh no, we already said that we're already done with this. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, do you have, alright, so we're done. Let's 6, 7. Alright, what do we think is, let's look at all these details that we read right here. What do we think would be a central idea of that section? What do you think that maybe?
Oh,
She had a lot of difficulties, right? So it did talk about a lot of difficulties, but then it talked about some of the things that she did well. What were the things that she did well? Paragraph 6, 7. What does that tell us about what she does well?
Talks about how she's and how she's
What helped her then? Did being short help her? Good, so that helped her. And what else helped her? Was she very, did it talk about if she was strong?
oh yeah.
Okay, so let's put as our central idea right here. She struggled
move on to the new factor.
So now what we're gonna do, so remember we talked about we look at our details?
Oh, we're making
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. So we're saying, so we're gonna put her together and say she had trouble.
Oh, it says
But was she also gifted?
Oh.
Yeah, so that's our information. She had a lot of struggles, but she was gifted.
On the way to create all attention files, they
So you see how we're taking this detail and finding out and saying what's wrong with the baby sense, right? It's pretty
Look, she might have come in here.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Also, as a young girl, if you like don't eat, they also didn't eat a lot, so that kept them from growing. That was part of it. But she also, it's kind of a combination, right? She was never going to be 6 foot tall. Yeah, so that she may have been 5 foot tall. All right, you got me work through the next section, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a central idea right here for section 2. Will you done? Okay.
device visits to a tourist site or mega mall. Still vials and statuses are what makes me rich. All she's able to boast be my average and stuff. She did D or ball to life to say what she was. I had only done for this.
A few years later, she faced a similar choice when UCLA offered her a full athletic scholarship
But then what we're going to get to the end of the section, we're going to start putting some scholarships. So here's what I have to do. You don't have much space on it, and I've got to try to figure out how you can like have enough space to
give her up the opportunity
If I remember, the double section one
doesn't allow students
and then you just let me know when you're at the end of the section, and I'll
Biles in college. Biles once again decided to do gymnastics. As a professional, she could earn money and continue to face the world's top competition. Explains to BuzzFeed. Biles said, I can always improve college.
get the paragraph.
So I had
Let me know when it's at 7. Can you do that? Okay. Let me know when you're done. Okay, let's do this together. So what do we do? Look at all your details that you wrote down.
They didn't allow
What do you think the section of college students
to make money. Wait, it was student athletes. Then why you take it?
Because mom is.
Okay.
The pencil. No, what am I?
Well, give it back. Talk about how she got her scholarship.
It's on Jiggy. See, you still want pencil.
When you turn down the hall, I think that's February night past.
You still want pencil now? Look at this one.
You guys have minutes left. You got 5 minutes on it. No, that's not read the next section.
Don't come near me. I know you can come near me. Everybody else.
You're like, you put white shirts, but they just don't wear them. For
Like you took a picture of him, like she called him a lens factor. Like he zoomed in on the picture. And I was like, okay, stop going.
Just taking stuff was mean.
I did that too.
But he did that too. And I was like, hey, stop going.
Wait, why?
Like, Casey like this fidget toy.
No, guy, we're about to leave.
Right beside.
Right. He's like, if you don't put that up in the first light and the way in competition work, but yeah, play with it.
Competition work. At the Olympics, herself dropped the scouts. We're all subjected to what rationally charged criticism since she became national figure files has had to deal with similar issues after she won the responded with a negative comment. Next time we should paint her black so we can win instead of
I was there yesterday. The current trend technique that well,
Alright, thanks.
the song Overnight with recording artist Trey Miller interviewing Miles
And Kate
as
is
Miller's girlfriend.
Oh, okay, let's look it up.
Negative comments about
Alright, what do we do? So let's summarize all the feelings.
it also led to outright racism directed at Miles. No, I have.
What did she struggle with? So she had a lot of trouble. But in paragraph 6 and 7, did she have things that she did well?
Like, I didn't like.
Ari, Miss Rodriguez. What did she do well in 6 and 7? What does it say? Or look at the chart. Why was she better? What made her better? Read paragraph 6. She was short and what else? What? She could do the, so look at this word right here. What's that word say? What's that word say? Difficult. Could she do harder things than other people? Yes, that's what it is. Alright guys, put all of your things in your binder. I do not want to see a single page left behind. Ari, sit down. I just finished. I do not want to see a single thing left behind. Sorry. Alright, Trent, let's put up your notebook. Good job, Abby. Good job. you.
Yes, I do.
Sit down. I dismiss you. We're not gonna jump
I'll
off
bring,
without
I'll
the
bring my
dismissal.
black horse.
Thank you. These three right here, they go.
You.
You may go. All right, the rest of you may go.
I can bring my black horse tomorrow.
And I have to film this, and I have to